Hey everyone, if you're wondering to buy a laptop, went through hundreds of YouTube videos, and yet more confused and overthinking everything, then this video is for you. I recently bought an M1 MacBook Air 2020 base model, and it was a second hand out of Facebook Marketplace. However, I was lucky enough that the person who sold it to me had not opened it yet and was perfectly sealed. With the M1 chip, MacBook Air was roasting every other laptop around its price range when it launched in 2020. Apple, which is notorious for being money hungry, slapped the whole world with one of the best priced laptop ever. When M1 came out, not just most, but everyone in the tech industry were recommending this laptop. Everyone was going bonkers like it was the World Cup. It was being compared with 13-inch M1 MacBook Pro, which was crazy. It was just too good to be true. M2 is better than M1 as it is an upgrade. The most noticeable differences are the bigger, brighter screen, webcam that is 1080p in comparison to 720p in M1, better keyboard, MagSafe charger, and the new midnight color. Not gonna lie, the color looks absolutely slick. Overall, M2 MacBook Air seemed to perform 15 to 25% better than M1. However, M2 so far is doing okay, but little disappointing as per most of the users. The issues with the SSD and the thermal throttling is not received well. The problem with the M2 is it is still being compared with M1 MacBook Air, and there is rarely a comparison with higher end MacBooks. It just does not blow any minds like M1 did when it came out. Okay, so now. If you're a student or need it for casual purposes, M1 MacBook Air is a no-brainer. I changed to this laptop because I wanted to do some video editing for my YouTube channel since I had a low budget and I wanted a powerful laptop with a low price. I know they do not go together, but it was possible with M1. So, how tight is your budget? If you have extra $200 lying around, go for M2. And what kind of RAM do you need? Just go for the base model, 8GB RAM. Do not complicate it by adding more money and thoughts. These companies use these close margin price strategies for you to pay more for stuffs that you do not even need. 2-second faster refresh rate, 3 seconds faster application opening, $200 just to be 2 seconds faster? I mean, all you need is a device that is fast and does your work. This is the famous butterfly keyboard in Apple MacBooks. Here, it's good. If you're low on budget, just buy the M1 MacBook Air base model. You wouldn't be excluded from M2 MacBook Air gang. It's just like the third camera lens who nobody cares about. Yeah, a little bit of better stuff, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? There is no noticeable differences. For all the overthinkers, just buy the M1 MacBook Air. I would even recommend buying a second hand from the marketplace if you're a broke person like me, because the price is going down drastically because of M2 MacBook Air release. Make sure that the second hand is used less than a year. If it is more than a year, it's not worth it. So here is how I saved $425, which is roughly 550 Canadian dollars, while getting this brand new M1 MacBook Air. So this is a tip for people who are bad at bargaining. I'm not an expert, it's just the way I did it. So nowadays everyone wants a new laptop. So there are tons of secondhand laptops at marketplace that are in excellent condition but have no buyers. Just check out the time the seller posted the laptop. If it has been more than a week, then the seller likely has no buyers and the seller is desperate to sell that laptop. So what do is you text the person asking general questions, if it has any defects or stuff like that. When did you buy it? If there are any scratches and everything. Then you gotta let them know that you are low on budget. The classic emotional attack. I'm a student, I don't have enough money, stuff like that. It is kind of petty, but you save money, you know what I mean? First, lower to a brutally absurd price that even you think is absurd. The seller will go, WTF, and will offer their price. Go push and pull for a while and make your final bargain at where you want it to be. There is a high chance that the seller won't like that price. Then just say, sorry, I wish I could, I just don't have the money, and just leave. I swear the next day, the person will offer you a better price because, as I told you before, people are desperate to sell their laptops because everybody wants a new laptop. Yeah, just do that and try to get the laptop at your price. It might or might not work, but it did for me, so I don't know. I thought this might help someone, so that's why. If you're watching every YouTube videos on this tech, do not waste your time because I did. I mean, if it has been more than 2 weeks, you're wasting a lot of time, and I can understand, but hopefully this video will make you encourage you to just buy it, you know what I mean? Even after I said all of these things on this video, I know some of you will still gonna say, yeah, still confused. Here is the deal. Is M2 better than M1? Of course, yes, it is an upgrade. But do you need that extra power? Probably not. I would say buy M2 if you have 1, enough budget, 2, want that slick midnight color, and 3, want to show off a little bit to your friends and be, I guess, the modern guy or modern gal. What do you call the guy with the latest tech? A rich guy? I don't know. Bottom line, just buy it and do not waste more time. Whatever you buy, just M1, M2, just buy it. That's the point.